Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am Ranjan Patel. I'm the business head for TeamLease Services Limited. It's my pleasure to host TeamLease Industry Dialogue on a topic powering up employment, insight into the battery industries, workforce strategies, trends, and initiatives. But before that, let me give a glimpse about the battery industry. The global battery market size was valued at $104.31 billion in 2022 and is expected to expand at a CAGR of 15.8% from 2023 to 2030. The high use of UPS devices in healthcare, chemical, oil and gas sectors for continuous power supply is expected to propel the industry and the battery market. The global zinc iron battery market was valued at $9.13 billion in 2021 and is expected to grow at a CAGR of 3.6% during this period. Research forecast suggests that zinc iron battery market will be valued at $12.56 billion by 2030. Coming to the lithium ion segment led the market and accounted for 50.77% of the global revenue share in 2022. Owing to the e-mobility sector, because the EV industries is anticipated to drive the dominance of lithium-ion battery in the coming years. So to know more about this, we have a very distinguished guest with us. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Matthew Gunashil, who is the Vice President HR for International. He comes up with 29 plus years of experience in HR. His expertise is into talent management, performance appraisal, employee engagement, designing, implementation of HR policies. He has also worked in automobile industries, pharmaceutical, healthcare, and FMCG industries. So thank you, sir. Thank you for joining us in this industry dialogue. We are privileged to have you here.
Thank you.
And I'm very sure that this dialogue will have a greater impact to the veterans, to the industry players. We all will be getting good insights from your experience. Before we go into the question session, sir, we would like to hear you more about yourself, your journey from automobile to healthcare, now in one of the burgeoning sectors, that is battery industries. We would like to hear from you, sir.
Okay, sure. Thanks for the intro you've given about the industry. Maybe I'll come back to the industry where we operate in Metropolitan. As you briefly said, around 3 decades of experience in the HR domain, ranges from FMCG to pharma and automobile, again coming into. This is neither an FMCG or FMCG kind of a segment we go into. So because of the industries which I have worked so far, all are mostly driven by people. So people engagement and number of headcounts are huge. Like it ranges from some 2,000 to some 4,000 people. The kind of domain I managed and diversity of manpower. In my last automobile industry, 60-70% is female people, and so that's a kind of a segment I have been into. And predominantly, I worked in the HR domain. So it started with recruitment and performance management, employee engagement, and dealing with industrial relations,
right,
with large and shorter kind of unions, signing settlements. So all range of maybe HR domain went into in terms of exposure. And currently, this battery industries which I'm there. Coming to this particular company like International Limited, the brand name is people known by Wipro. We are 50-year-old company. This year actually we are celebrating our golden jubilee. It's 58th year. So that's a kind of a journey this my company has come into. By the average age group of my company, if you look at it, will be around 45. Okay. So now slowly I'm bringing down that age. And we need somewhere around 37 kind of age.
Right.
We need to bring down. And why am I saying this age group is 45? That's a kind of experienced people are here. So people they come they join and maybe they retire. So that's a trend.
Right.
Except, okay, there are some people, more people leaving the sales domain, where the industry as such like that. People come and they work for some years or some months and they leave. So it's a kind of a domain. And reference to this particular battery industry, the industry is very big. There are different segments are there. There are batteries used for different kinds of people, products, car, gadgets, some household products or industry-related products. So many relativities are there. Where we operate is more into the consumer usage.
Right.
We call it dry cell battery, where this is used to by household consumers for like remote or wall clock or some of the medical devices were operated with this AA or AAA batteries or button cells. So that industry only we are operating, which is it's not a very large segment. It's maybe somewhere around 15 to 1800 kind of industry.
Right.
Groups. That's industry. Where there are only few players we are competing with each other. Indo National Limited started with Japanese collaboration, but today it is owned by purely Indian promoters. Right. That's maybe a background industry which I am operating. Here almost I completed 5.5 years and more.
Right. So great, sir. Great to know about it. Anyway, I think it is close to 3 decades of journey you have done in the field of human resource management. You have worked in other industries as well, and 5+ years in battery industries. Few of the things you have already told us, sir, but we would like to know more about how have you been perceived, how have you seen the employment trend so far, in particular to battery industries, over the last few years or maybe decades of your experience, how this employment trend has been changed?
See, maybe I can refer maybe my experience to limited to maybe the years I worked in this company, because that's where I can able to give some data and details. I look at, there are 2 periods into it. One is because every industry today we are talking about pre and post-COVID.
Right.
Because that actually plays a lot of important, maybe significant role into this operations. Why I'm saying is, if you look at maybe if I take last 5 years, how this industry is performing. 18, 19, that year and all, actually every industry was booming.
Right.
There is a lot of new sectors coming up, and people were looking at a lot of opportunities available in the career or employment. So people were ready to switch over or try new things. So that was actually started happening in that particular period. But unfortunately, this COVID interfered and people again back to shelter. So the risk-taking ability has come down. Right. So people didn't try because there is many industries were closing down, and there are some people started many startups not able to flourish in further, and many jobs where people lost. Okay, so because of that, what happened? There is a lot of fear and kind of insecurity started. So people stayed back. So that point of time, what happened? Fortunately, the COVID period, the gadgets got exposure is more. People started using in terms of medical gadgets, even for your oxygen, maybe thermometer, all those things are coming up. So battery usage was started growing. So actually, we were not able to supply the demand. Though we full-fledged we worked and we could able to provide, because of all the other complications and the government regularities, we couldn't also produce much because industries couldn't operate full time. Right. But the usage was had gone up, and whatever we already produced were there, we could able to sell more. So that particular period, actually, our business also gone up. Maybe the other industries gone down, our business gone up. But that's only a particular period. But after now, maybe They say COVID is over, or we are trying to live with whatever is there. Typically, okay, we don't bother about COVID. Again, the industries are doing that. And currently, again, exploration, startups are coming up, people are exploring, trying new things. So there is a lot of demand for talent. Literally, it is also pinching us. Another one is the lot of industrial growth is also happening. For example, in our factory, it is in Kara. Okay, the entire that area, if you look at, we were only factory at that point of time. We never had any other competition. So people in and around were depending on only our industry. So wherever we require, we just look out, immediately we get people. So that's a kind of a supply. But today, there are industries coming up in and around that belt. Getting manpower is very difficult. And people started choosing industries also based on their likes and dislikes. Okay.
They have got the options.
And their preference were very, very different. Okay. Some prefer for maybe a good environment, some maybe for good salary, some maybe good food and accommodation. So many things people look at. And every industry is providing various options. So today we find it difficult. Today, that is getting manpower is very, very difficult. Another one, the demand and supply also, it's not uniform every time. Maybe this month, if I get maybe more demand, next month will not be there. Okay. So we cannot produce more. What will happen naturally? Then we need to slow down our production as well. So when we slow down the production, then people look for a job, they come. When they not able to provide, they choose somebody else. Again, they're not able to get them back.
So I think that's where this challenges of having blue collar employees, it's a bit difficult.
Very difficult.
But how have you tackled that particular situation? It is still a bit difficult to do.
It's still difficult, but maybe fortunately the kind of a relationship we are having in and around our industry, there are some villages are there where we are also protecting us, helping some of the people in the villages. So there is a kind of a faith or goodwill for us. So that supports us. So we could able to. So normally our kind of a company, we don't look at what we do inside our factory. We also look at what is what we are doing outside the factory. Absolutely. The villages, the school going kids, temple, many things we are also started doing. So all those things are actually helping us. So that's one side. The other side is our sales and distribution, which is our industry, our kind of a company, and our company predominantly depending on distribution. Distribution is our strength. So we directly reach out to the consumers, our customers we call it. Customer is the retailer. From retailer, the consumer it goes. So directly we are reaching to the customers and we supply on day-to-day basis whatever requirements are there. So there actually we require a lot of people. It's typically sales people. Where we depend on your organization kind of people support. Okay, there are a lot of people who manage, but in terms of the salaries and other things, but we manage the day-to-day work and other things. So there is a collaboration happening between you and me. So that is happening. So that is a large actually jump. There actually our challenge is more. One is getting the right talent, because what will happen today, this industry, sales, especially sales people, they get a lot of options. Whether a branded company or independent. We call it, there are some distributors, they also engage sales people. Companies also engage sales people. So they have a lot of options available. So getting people with that kind of a skill set is very, very difficult. Second, retaining.
Of course.
Retaining is a very difficult job. Today, I see the people leaving a company. My data shows almost 40 to 50% of the people leave within a year. So that's a trend.
Yes.
Earlier, maybe the longevity of service or loyalty, sincerity, more. Today, if people are able to work more than 1 year, actually that's a great thing.
Yeah.
So retaining is becoming
Absolutely, sir. Absolutely. I think you have touched upon the subject of manpower, recruitment challenges, of course, the time where we have been last couple of years back, and the retention challenges of be it blue collar employees and the white collar employees. Nowadays, sir, I think technology also is playing a great role in terms of entire human resource management. So, how do you think? I mean, how technology and the emerged workforce model will support and evolve productivity and performance of employees with better utilization of resources? What is your take on that?
See, certainly technology is going to be the backbone of the industry. The automation taking place, okay, that is going to be the main thing for any companies to operate further. Maybe because of that, maybe some of the jobs could have been automated. Okay, maybe people lose, or some of the jobs are abolished. Okay, right. But equally, what I read, maybe I don't know which report, maybe sometime back I read, maybe last 1 or 2 years, there are some 1.8 million jobs are abolished. But equally, there are some 2.3 or 2.4 million jobs are created. There is both are happening. But what will happen, whatever the jobs are abolished, okay, may not be, maybe automated, may not be required doing with people, but there are some other jobs are coming up. Naturally, that requires some newer skill set. Like today, maybe 5 years down, when I hired people, I look at whether they have an experience in the FMCG domain, whether they have experience in the distribution. I just hire them, okay, and I only look at their age document and their experience. Then immediately we hire, we will give a job. Today, one important maybe a criteria for me is whether they have a smartphone. Anybody I hire, the first question, okay, we are ready, but do we have a smartphone? Because we operate on the app, sales app, which we implement, which is actually taking away a lot of unproductive job of an individual. You might have heard earlier, when a sales guy doing his call per day, normally he does some 40 calls and invoice, take order from some of the outlets. Right. He used to write it in a piece of paper or there are some documents available. Maybe he goes home or spends some evening in a tea shop or some area, writes everything clearly, then he sends to the HO. That's it. We call it a daily report.
It was that, yeah.
So we look at every day whether the daily reports have come.
Yes.
And somebody sitting at the HO, consolidate everything, put everything, then give a report. But today we have a sales app. So everybody has to enter the market only with the sales app. So we started even documenting the attendance, okay, entry time to exit time with app. So what time the guy is entering into the market, we know. Right. And how many calls he has made and how many orders he made is immediately available. And at the click of the button, it goes to my warehouse and we do it. And my reports are ready. Right. So today, how many calls, how many people, how many productive calls, what is the value they generated. So that's a technology.
Absolutely.
Technology is critical and very important. Yeah. Without that, we can't today operate.
Absolutely. And I think it is increasing the competency or the productivity, you can say, by using technology like sales team as you told, and also helping the HR team to have a better process in place.
Yes.
Right.
You can in maybe a nutshell, if you put it in a 3 phase. One is the company ready to invest. So there is an investment and productivity expected. So second is productivity, third is upskilling. All 3 are happening in the company. Right. So, and equally it has to happen. Otherwise I cannot improve my business also. And your entire production is happening through that. And the entire data management is happening. Because of that, your decision makings are very fast. So that's important. Technology, one advantage is our decisions are happening quicker and faster.
Right. Absolutely right, sir. we'll talk about international. I mean, you're one of the gem players in the industry, no doubt. I think you all have seen, or we all have grown up seeing your brand. But as a player, I mean, as a very reputable player and rather a very old player in the industries, what are the new strategic initiatives you are taking for creating new opportunities, employment in the country?
See, the Nipo as a brand, we are predominantly known in the industry as a battery. Okay. And everybody, if you ask Nipo, you know, we are from childhood and using Nipo battery. Okay. But as I said, the segment is very narrow down, very small. It may not grow, okay, but usage will continue. So we will stay, we will supply batteries required for the household usage. Maybe the sizes would come. Earlier, like, you know, it was 3D, we call it big batteries, and now it is coming into AAA, gone into button cell, now alkaline is coming out. So, but the usage pattern will be same, not going to be great faster. So it's not going to grow, but we'll try to supply. But alternatively, as we are aspiring to grow into business. So what happened, like, you know, last couple of years, now we started launching new categories. Okay, so we are diversifying. So today, Nipo brand into LED bulb or pattern tube lights, we call it, then mosquito bats, and there are some electrical accessories. Then wall fitting, roof fitting. So many areas, SKUs now we are coming up. Almost now we can say we are into 23 to 27 SKUs. We have into the electrical items and lighting items. So that's the way we are growing. And in a span of 2 years, we are also quickly able to catch up some market share equivalent to maybe some of the players who are in the industries for more than 5 years or 8 years. So that's a kind of a phase on growth we are looking at. So with all these kind of new categories and new products which we are getting into, the opportunities for employment is more. Okay. The difference is maybe there will be a skill set variation. Okay. Like my earlier, I was selling into only grocery shops, those kind of shops. Today now I am started selling into standalone market, modern trade industries. E-commerce is growing. Okay, people have a lot of options or venues available for them to buy. It's not like one particular grocery shop people can buy. They have a lot of options. All category now I have to feed it. Otherwise, I cannot survive in the industry, and that kind of people I require. Yeah. Today, for example, like when I want to supply into the lights or electrical items, I need to target the electrical outlets, okay, which is also larger outlets. For that, then I require more people, newer skill set. Yes, you need to approach and sell into that outlets. The competencies are required differently. One, I need to develop my internal people, but everybody I may not be able to because I need to quickly ramp up. So I started hiring whatever available in the market. So opportunity is created. So that's what we are doing now.
I'm sure, sir. I'm sure with the plan, I think the employment trend we have seen, the kind of opportunities being generated, and I'm pretty sure that youngsters also whoever are watching this, probably they will take a note of it. And yes, sir, I think we have touched upon very sensitive subjects in terms of employment. I think this is the need of the hour. This is also a hot topic of discussion. So I think these discussions, viewers will take most of it. Thank you very much once again, sir. Thank you for being with us, sparing your valuable time. Thank you once again.
Thank you. Thanks a lot for TeamLease for giving this opportunity to interact with you, share my experience and my expectations. So thanks a lot.
It's our pleasure.